welcome back to my channel. My name is Rin. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Today we're going to move back to my old sketchbook. If you watched last week's video, you saw I finally bought a watercolor sketchbook, but I don't want to waste this one. I have been working on for quite a while now, working on trying to get through, so I wanted to keep going with it, and so we're moving back to this one. My brother had suggested drawing people with instruments or playing instruments. I don't remember which, but I drew them with instruments because that was already very difficult. Drawing instruments is so hard. I have done that many times when I used to draw lots of fan art, but I hadn't drawn them for quite a while, so it was definitely a bit of a practice getting back into remembering how to draw them and just making unusual lines and shapes that I don't make very often, so it definitely was a really good practice. I had really wanted to draw another girl and kind of fill out the spread all the way, but to be honest, I was really cramming to get this video done. Even finishing it, I have been super cramming just to get it done and uploaded on time. I feel like I've been so busy lately with like real life stuff that I've just been cramming all of my YouTube videos, which I don't like doing because I feel like, especially with this particular painting at the end, I was very rushed and I feel like I'm not putting out the best quality art that I'm capable of, and it also just is very stressful. So hopefully the next couple videos will not be rushed as much as this one was. But yeah, so going back to this sketchbook after painting on watercolor paper for quite a while felt so strange, and I really didn't like it. You can see in some spots like the paint doesn't want to lay very nice on this paper. My mom told me I have ruined myself now because I've been painting on watercolor paper, and then to go and paint on something that isn't explicitly watercolor paper, it just made the process not as enjoyable, and I feel like I have to work a lot more to get watercolor to look nice on this paper. I also just don't like it because I feel like, especially at the end of this piece, that everything looks very messy. Things just don't lay as smooth on this paper. They don't blend as nice. I don't know. I think my mom's right, I've just ruined myself and I've gotten so spoiled. But I don't want to waste this sketchbook because I really do love the size of this sketchbook. And I do really love this sketchbook for sketching with pencil and also for colored pencil. So I will definitely still keep using it for those kinds of things. Also here painting this girl's eyebrows, and like when I painted her eyelashes, this is very like stylized in the sense that obviously eyebrows and eyelashes don't show through hair, but I just wanted to keep that just to kind of keep some of her character and her expression intact. I also wanted to try doing the blue for shading like I did in my last video. I don't like how it turned out at all, and I don't know if it's because of this paper and things not laying as nicely on this paper as they do on actual watercolor paper, or if it's like the other colors they're being mixed with. I don't know. I don't like it. I wish I wouldn't have done it, but I don't think it ruined the painting either, so I'll know that for next time. I might try it again on actual watercolor paper and see how it looks. I don't know. I'm undecided. If you're somebody who is also a watercolor artist, how do you do your shading with watercolors? Do you just like do shading by making a darker pigment of what color's already put down, or do you use like another, like a purple or a blue or some other color on top of your piece to make it look like there's shadow, if that makes sense? Sometimes I feel like I don't make any sense in these videos. Also, I am sorry if the camera quality kind of varies a little bit throughout this video. I got a new camera and I'm still trying to figure out entirely what I'm doing with it because it does work a little bit different than the one I was using. So the quality like would change on me without me realizing it and realizing I needed to adjust some of the settings. But hopefully by the next video, all of that will be worked out. And I don't know why I'm like this, but whenever I paint black hair, I always put down a layer of watercolor, black watercolor first. And I know I've talked about this. I'm always so nervous using black watercolor, any dark, really dark color, because I'm just scared I'm going to put too much down and then it's just really, really hard to fix that. So anyway, I always put down a layer of black watercolor and then I will go in with a marker and go over top of it just to get it really pigmented. I don't know why I'm putting down the layer of black watercolor. It feels kind of like I'm just wasting my time, so I need to remind myself don't do that the next time. But I guess in the back of my mind, I think I'm thinking like, maybe this time the watercolor, I'll do it in a way that I'm satisfied with how it looks and I won't be scared of how much pigment I'm putting down. And at least at this point, that has not happened. This was also my first time ever drawing a guitar. I've never drawn one before. And I know these instruments are not like anatomically correct. Can you say that about an instrument, or is that just a term you use for like people? I don't know, but I hope you know what I'm saying. Like, I know these are not like what the instruments would look like exactly in real life. But like I said, I was very much kind of cramming this video and trying to get this piece done in order to have it out on time. So I didn't spend like a super huge amount of time trying to get everything perfect. And that's not really my style as an artist in general. I like things to be very stylized. So I felt like it still kind of worked. But I don't think you could play these instruments in real life. Like, that guitar shape is not perfect, and the keys on the guitar are incredibly long. I used like every single watercolor palette I have for this piece. I wanted it to be super colorful, very bright, very fun. I just kind of wanted to mix every color I possibly could. As I was saying though, I wanted to fill this spread out and have another girl, at least one more girl, like holding drumsticks, because I felt like this band needed a drummer. So I don't know if maybe I will do that in another video. I honestly have so many spreads in the sketchbook that need finished that I was thinking about doing at least one more video. It might be 2 or 3 more videos of just me finishing out some spreads in the sketchbook, because like I said, I don't want to waste it. I definitely want to keep using this paper, and then at some point maybe I'll do some colored pencil videos. I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, but that's definitely a possibility that we'll return back to this sketchbook for either colored pencil art or just for some more sketch with me's. I haven't done one in a while, but that's definitely something I could do more of as well. And then like you saw, I did want to paint her jeans all sparkly and glittery because that's how they were in the reference image I was using. So there's a ton of glitter on this page. That was something else I wanted to add a lot of, just to add more fun and dimension to this piece. This ended up feeling kind of very Y2K. I actually looked up like, I think K-pop outfits to get like some outfit references, because I just wanted them to be very, very bold and very kind of quirky and fun and interesting to look at. And then I lined all this with colored pencil. I really thought about lining this with ink, especially using the marker on the hair, but I ended up thinking I wanted to do colored pencil just to really add some of that pink lining and add even more color to this piece. And then I went over all of my shadows with my purple colored pencil, even though I'd already done them with blue because I didn't like how they looked. And I definitely liked them better after I did the purple colored pencil over top of them. I don't know if it's just because it's what I'm more used to looking at, or if it because it actually made it look better. And then for my highlights, I ended up using gouache because my Posca pen just really wasn't working. So I just went back and used some of my white gouache. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. I've heard it both ways, but here you can really see some of the glitter. I put glitter on top of like eyeshadow on both of their eyes, and then the one girl, I put it on her lips like she was wearing glittery lip gloss. I guess this really is very Y2K. Like, I remember that being a thing when I was younger. And this is how it turned out. If you are still watching, thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope you like how this turns out. I hope you enjoyed the video and it was entertaining. I will see you guys in the next one. Remember to be kind and stay cozy.